Good morning, Floss Tube. Lisa here at Shady Tree Stitches, and welcome to my channel about my cross stitching hobby. Today is currently the 29th of November. Where has the year gone? Oh my goodness, it's just flying by. This COVID thing actually makes things go faster because nothing's happening, which is really, really illogical. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you're one of my regular subscribers, thank you for coming back. Grab a cuppa, have a listen to what I've been up to in the last 2 weeks, and I will fill you in. If you are new, then please, I hope you like what you see. This is a channel where I talk about cross stitch and progress, and you get to learn a couple of different things about what I've been up to, and once a month we get Jenny joining us, which will be next week, so that's exciting. All right, people. Let's get started. Let's start with the usual format, which is, at the moment, a finish. I am pleased to say that I am knocking over the finishes. Super proud of myself and my efforts. So, without further ado, the first finish of the week, or the fortnight, is Blackbird Designs Evergreen Lane. So there you go. And this one is a secret. I don't think I showed it to you last week. This is actually a wedding sampler for my husband and I. So super cool, super cute, super easy, absolutely gorgeous. And I wasn't really sure, but I don't know if you can see the fabric. It's a different fabric to what I've ever used. It's almost feels like a woolen sort of fabric, but it's got the right weave in it. So I still have another half ready to do something else with. So that actually is going to be my husband's Christmas present. So he doesn't know. So I have to get a frame and finish that pronto. And because this is what I'm doing at the moment, is focusing on the ones that are nearly finished. Evergreen Lane I was working on that last week, but I think I finished it just after, oh no, you didn't see it. So it had about 1,800 stitches to finish. That wasn't much, people. Why was I sitting on it? And then I'd like to introduce you to Alice by Maribelia. I left her on this frame because this is the frame I was using to bead her yesterday. Isn't she beautiful? Now, Alice was a gift to me a few years ago from Aussie Stitcher, Belinda. So thank you, Belinda, so much. She gave me the kit and also the beads and fancy floss to go with it. So I have stitched her using all the cord falls except for this color here. I made the mistake of using the light effects thread. It looks really good and you can't really see the sparkles at the moment, but geez, it's a pain in the bum to work with. And my gold and silver, you can see that there in the light, it gets a bit see-through. I'm using the DMC, but I use single strand because I just couldn't work with it double. So Alice is finished. She was my first ever Maribelia, and I definitely will be doing more. So that's 2 big finishes for this week. Alice had a lot to do. She had about just over 3,500 stitches to finish her. So she's literally all I've worked on this week. This week I did 3,693, and last week I did 3,920. So, you know, not my biggest weeks, in fact, some of my smaller weeks, but life's a bit crazy here at the moment and likely to stay that way, really, if we be honest, until Christmas. But I've only got a few more weeks of school and then it will be holidays. So what else have I been working on? Well, I also did some work on my zombie runs, and I was feeling a bit lazy and I didn't bring them all in. But I did do work on my alphabet sampler, and this one actually got 800 stitches to get S, T, U and part of V done. So I still have to finish the fancy stitches for P, Q and R, and that's where it's looking at the moment. So we're getting there, but you know, the end of the year's getting here too, and I need to have this finished. That is a definite non-negotiable goal. So I think alphabet sampler will be getting quite a bit of love once December starts, because it's going to fit in. I've got to do Zombie Run again, and that will get it together. Just notice a bit of fabric. Okay, what else do I work on? All right, I was feeling lazy and I didn't bring it out with me, so I'm going to insert a picture here of my Amazing Animal Kingdom. And my Amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf got its 400 stitches. So there you go. Here's the before and after. I also did my stitch in time here, and my stitch in time also got its 400 stitches. I'm not achieving that goal I said of getting the black done, all done. I still have about 12,000 black stitches to go, but hey, we'll just keep going with that next year. It's not a great rush. And then the last one of my my zombie runs was my Fairy Tale Town, and Fairy Tale Town also got just over its 400 stitches. And that really is all that I've been stitching on for the last 2 weeks since you guys saw me. But really good to knock Alice over. She did have a lot to go, but you know, she's done. Okay, so where does that leave me? Well, that leaves me heading into the last 2 days of November. I have finished all the monthlies, all the everything I need to do for November. I've got one more prompt to do on the weekly, which is for Daily 30. Daily 30 did open up a few days ago, but they accepted 40 members and they're in, so I'm sorry. Maybe one of my friends who've been asking me to get in, I could only invite one person, so I managed to get 3 in through my network of friends. So yeah, just let me know and I'll try and remember next time they come up. We don't get a lot of warning. So Daily 30, we are doing a prompt where we had to fit a piece into the seasons, and I actually used Alice because she's the piece I was working on, and we used autumn. A for Alice, name of the title. U, she's underneath the arbor. T, time clock. Another U, I actually put the undulating ribbon. M, it's by Maribelia. And N, because she is definitely at night time. So there you go. That's how I put her into that prompt. I just have to post my last one for that, and that's all done. So that leaves me 2 days to just basically do whatever I want. So what do I want? Well, I have got 12 days of December where the competition is still going for the 2021 No New Starts. Anyone who's still in that competition, you need to make sure you post your progress photos now, or by that time. I mean, we don't really need to see exactly where you're up to. We just need to prove you've done progress and you're still in. So put your ending photos on. Where am I going though? I'm going to continue with my semi-monogamous stitching finishes. The first one I really feel I need to knock over is Books Spirit of Snow Angel. And the reason is she's almost stitched and up to the beading. And it only took me a few hours yesterday to bead that Maribelia. So I can knock her over. I can do it. I believe in myself. So I'm going to work on her. I also wanted to finish this lovely little one. Definitely got a new plan for this for next year. Koala Biscornu. I've done the back. I just need to do the front. So surely a Koala Biscornu is not going to take me long to do if I actually pull my finger out and stitch it. So the Koala Biscornu is on my must get finished in the next 2 weeks. Then also on my list of must get finished is this one, my Nora Corbett Elle Fairy. It's because this is a secret present for my daughter for Christmas. She doesn't know about it yet, but you know, realistically again, we're almost done. So I just need to finish her. Just need concentrated effort and get that one done. And then of course there's my alphabet that really, really needs some love. So that, my dear friends, is my plans for the next few weeks. Then come December 13th, No New Starts, you start doing an event, the 12 Days of Christmas, or as Jamie and Carla have very lovingly called it, Starter-palooza. And this is where we can get ready for next year's No New Starts. And so we can start whatever we feel like between the 12 days of Christmas. And I think I have got about 18 to start. I can't tell you exactly because it's on my phone. I'm getting organized. So that's pretty much one a day. So that's going to be exciting. I don't really love starting at all, but they'll be started. That flows into my haul. I have a lot of haul actually, and I realized I've forgotten to share with you a lot of it because it's electronic. So I'm going to insert pictures for you. I went shopping this weekend. I've been waiting for it for the Black Friday sale from Clouds Factory. And I bought this, the Epic Disney Book Princesses. Bought that not because I want to do it as a wall hanging. I definitely don't. My daughter is a bit old for princesses now, but they're so cute. And I thought it might be nice to do it as a book, as a fabric book to flip through the different princess stories. Although then someone else said maybe a quilt. So I don't know, but I'm going to do them each on a separate panel. I don't know which one I'm going to start with. And then if I do the book, it'll have the castle as the front cover and the flowers as the back cover. Thank you to Debbie, I think, for those suggestions. And that's going to utilize some more of the fabric of the month that I haven't used. I also shopped at Frosted Pumpkin. And Frosted Pumpkin, I had a friend overseas who bought something from me, and we decided the best way to pay was through a gift card. So she gave me Frosted Pumpkin. So I bought a couple of the Zodiac series from Frosted Pumpkin. I also bought the Midnight Way and the Halloween Town. And then I also got the Maple Lane, which I'm going to start in December because then I can join in on the sale part and have a bit of the unexpectedness. The Gnomes. The Gnome Sale, designed by Ivana. Really cool. And a whole bunch of my friends are doing this together in 2022. So here is what the gnomes look like. And you will see in an upcoming video when I started my choices of fabric that I chose for each one. And then the last bit of electronic haul I got is, it's a temperature bookshelf. And it is really cool because I'm not going to do it as temperature. I'm going to do it as my stitch count because I really like the data. And this year, I don't know if I showed you this, that is my stitch count so far this year, up until I haven't finished. Obviously I need to colour a bit more November. And each colour on there, this was a friend of mine, Tia, shared this with us. Each number there, each 100 is a colour. And that's what I want to do with this temperature bookshelf. I want to do it as a stitch count bookshelf. So I can really visually track how I'm doing. Plus it'll be my daily 30. So 30 minutes a day to be able to track how many stitches I do. So that is my virtual haul. And then I do have a bit of real haul. Just thinking where some of it is still back in the house. But anyway, we got my classic colourworks from the Thread Club from Stitch in Time, Weeks Dye Works, and Gentle Arts. It's a really good way. You can see my collection here is growing. I've also hauled a printer so I can print postage labels. And I got my next Silks for You, which is the regular series of Silks for You, working on my set. So that's really good. All right, I do have a little bit more haul that I got yesterday at my stitching retreat my live stitching day from Daisy Chain Stitchery. Daisy Chain Stitchery is a new Australian online stitching shop being run by Therese Craig, and she is one of the ladies I stitch with, which is great. So I bought a few things from her. So I'm going to have to insert the... Okay, so inserting this, because I'm an idiot, we have got Violet's Blue from Blackbird Designs. I mean, you can't tell me that's not a Lisa house. And yes, I did say you can have too many houses, but I haven't actually reached that point yet. Thanks, Michelle, for your comment. I've also got Christmas Sentiments by Stoney Creek. Look at that. Isn't that just stunning? So that one's definitely going to have to try and get a start later next year. And then I got this book, which is Honeysuckle Manor by Blackbird Designs. And I got this one because it's a whole bunch of different projects in it that I thought would give me really good inspiration for my designs, as well as ones that I can actually stitch. So yeah, so there you go. That's what I got from Daisy Chain. And then one of our other lovely friends, hi Karen, not that she watches Floss Tube, so why am I saying hello to her? She got us, it's gonna crinkle, a tea towel. And I have to show you this tea towel because it is amazing. This tea towel comes from Long Dog, and it is Death by Cross Stitch. I know that's sideways, but you won't be able to see it if I hold it the other way. Death by Cross Stitch on a tea towel. How crazy is that? So she said that since we will never get to see her finish it, because really she doesn't stitch much at all, she is a shopper, not a stitcher, and she likes to buy all the pretty things, like so many of us do. So she bought us a tea towel so we could see it finished. So that was really super thoughtful of her. All right, I'll return you to the normal video. Okay, groups. I realized I haven't been telling you much about my games. My groups and my games are what keep me motivated in my stitching. And I've gone through a lot of groups during the year, finding out what works for me, what doesn't. Some of the groups have come and gone. Some I've chosen to leave for various reasons. And I now think I have a happy medium. So obviously I'm in No New Starts. And for 2022, it's going to be super fun with this year-long event traveling around the United States. I can't wait, so excited. Plus all the other events we'll be having, not to mention the main challenge, which I'm taking the easiest option, work your whips. Anybody can work their whips, as long as you don't want to start all the things. You can make it work. Just takes a little bit of discipline. Daily 30, Cross Stitches Journal Daily 30. That is the one that drives my prompts, tells me what to do, when, weekly and monthly. I'm then also in the new group, the Pop Culture Stitching Challenges, which is a monthly prompt driving force. And they're my main prompt ones. I'm also peripherally look at the supernatural and the mythological because they have really good prompts too, but I use them as my fill-in if I've done the others. There's also the other challenges, the other games, and these are what give me my stitch count direction for the day. I have got Survival of the Stitchiest. I'm in a tribe and we are trying to survive. We fight monsters, we hunt animals, we survive floods, you know, whatever the admins throw at us. And it's really good. It's a team event and we have a team of 15 and most of us work really well together. So we are just finishing up chasing bears this weekend, 1,500 stitches of bear between us, and we've currently killed 13 bears. So really good effort from the team. Nice leisurely, just something to do that gave us some direction. I also am really enjoying Utopia, and it is a journey that we are on, a team of 8, and we have just got permission from the Regent to go and start thinking about making our new land, settle our new land, and different things happen along the way. We travel and we run into thieves or we hit weather, and yeah, it's just really fun. So I had a specific challenge in that to do over the weekend, and it just gave me, I had to do 200 for this and I had to do 200 for that, and it just kept me motivated to get those extra couple of stitches on, because I was lacking motivation earlier in the week because I knew I was just working on Alice, and yeah, I was tired. Let life get in the way of my stitching, heaven forbid. And then I also do Pirates Ahoy. It is the cruisiest game ever on a pirate ship. I'm now just first mate, not the captain, and I'm loving that much better. I just stitch, I post my stitches, captain tells, does what she wants with it, and that makes me really happy. And then I'm also in a little Hogwarts group, which is just stitching for house points, and occasionally there's a challenge thrown up, so nothing too stressful. And that is what keeps me busy. So I am planning to do a planning video to show you how I keep myself all organized. I know there are people out there who want to see what people do. I know there have been a few videos going up, and some people have asked for some more. So I'm happy to oblige, and I will do a planner video. I am actually doing a handmade planner for next year, because I haven't found any planners, particularly in Australia, that do what I want them to do. So I'm doctoring up my own, and I will show you all about that in a planning video sometime in the next few weeks, so you can look forward to that. I am also going to have an end of year whip parade, because I realized that I've had 41 finishes. 41! That's my best year yet! Now, admittedly, of those 41, let me check my numbers and get them accurate for you, for those who care about such things like me. Of those 41 finishes, 15 were model stitches. Wow, 15 model stitches. Okay, I've been getting busier there. And 26 of my pre-existing whips so far. But I'm still really pleased with that effort. So yeah, 41 finishes. So I need to show you them again, because you've probably forgotten what they are, and if you knew, you haven't seen them. And then of course there's the whips that I took into this year. How much progress did I get done on them? Some of them a lot, some of them not much. I think there's possibly one or two I didn't get around to touching. And that's where my 2022 whip go plans come into play, because hopefully every piece that is on the whip go board will get touched. And I'm planning to use the full 75 on 3 whip go boards to cater for my whips, and then I will have the 3 daily 30 yearly pieces in my temperature bookshelf separate, just to give me a couple more whips, but they won't be in the whip go board. And then we've got the 12 days of Christmas starting on December 13th. And I will be filming that like my manias do, in a vlog style. So you'll get probably 2 videos for 6 days. Well, you might get 3, because there's actually 18 days between when we start the 12 days of Christmas. 12 days till Christmas. And then there's till the 31st of January. So you'll probably get 3 videos, I'd say, that are to do with vlog style 12 days of Christmas over the festive season, and that'll be something different. But next week, beginning of December, it'll be my video with lovely Jen, catching up on what she's been stitching. So you've got all that to look forward to, people. Also next week, Jen and I will be talking about some giveaways. We've got a couple of giveaways that never got claimed, so we might re-give them away, or we may choose to just donate them to the No New Starts 2022 prize fund. So we'll have a look. If anyone has anything they want to donate to the prize fund, any pieces they've finished that are in great quality, or any new pieces they bought 2 of, feel free to send them to me, and I will put them into the raffle prizes for next year. Now, last but not least, thank you so much for all your suggestions and help with picking my new starts. You'll see more about them in the 12 days of Christmas, but they are chosen. And I did take on board your suggestions. I've been giving it some more thought myself, and it was really good to see that mostly the suggestions came through saying what I should start. So you'll have to sit on your hands and wait till the 12 Days of Christmas video to see what I'm going to start. All right, people, I think that's all you need to hear from me now. I've got things to do. I've got Paddock Lane Designs work to do, because Paddock Lane Designs now has a website, paddocklanedesigns.com. So feel free to jump in there, and if you want to check out what I've got my fabric. I'm trying to source some more linen because it's hard to find at the moment, but I'm getting onto that. I also have got a new range that I am getting really into, which is making my floss drops. So my floss drops come two types. This type is, let's see, it's about 2.5 inches, and you can see I've got a big hole and a little hole for putting your extra threads in on a metal split ring, and you get 20 in a set, and they're available for $5. And I have a range of different styles and patterns that you can choose from. But then I've also got a second range which are super cute, and they're a little bit thinner, but they're still good quality. And these ones, because they're thinner, look at them, it's like old newspaper. So another set of 20. These ones are smaller, they're only about 1.5 inches, and this is my favorite, music. It's a whole bunch of pieces of music, super cute. So those ones I think are $3.50 on Paddock Lane Designs. So I have a whole collection of different ones that are available. Some of them you can order multiples of, other ones you can only get the ones that I have, but check out the website and see what it has. Designs, they're all there. There are Christmas ones for Australian themed Christmas things if you want an ornament or a gift, and I am going to be getting my kits listed on there soon, so that's exciting as well. If you want a kit where everything's all put together and all you need to do is just get it and stitch it or give it to someone as a present, they're on there as well. I have sent a bunch of new fabrics down to JK Stitching, and that should be going up on the website hopefully sometime this week, so you'll enjoy seeing what those ones are. There are new fabrics on my website, and I'm starting to move everything to the website rather than to Etsy because of the fees that Etsy charges. So yeah, you'll just have to keep watching the space and yeah, see what comes. As I said, I have quite a few design ideas in my head that I just need to bother to get on paper, but hopefully once I finish school this term, I will be able to focus on that a bit more. All right, enough of me rambling. This has been a little bit of a long one for me, but I wish you all the best for a very week's happy stitching, and until next week, bye.